Hello, oh dearies. It's me, Agnes Smith, Nomadic Fanatic's #1 fan. In this video, Eric clues us in on why he sold Taterland, a question that practically no one asked. Exciting! Let's watch! Morning, everyone. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. Happy New Year to you all. 2026. Ready or not, here we come. Today's video is a doozy. Recognize the scenery behind me? It's Taterland. Taterland has been painted over Babe the Big Blue Box. But we're back to close the chapter on Taterland. Eric, you say, why did you abandon such a perfect thing? Why did you just walk away, Eric? Why would you do something so stupid as to just sell Taterland after all the amazing work that you put into it? Why would you sell it if you loved it, Eric? It makes no sense, Eric. You're not going to believe this story. There's a reason. There's a reason why I just started over. Okay, let's get something straight. I never wanted to leave, guys, even though I did nothing but bitch and moan the whole time I was here.
Since we've been back, there's been nothing but record-smashing rainfall here, and I am exhausted by it. I have not done one project outside, because as soon as you go outside, this happens. Here in Sholo, we average 12 inches of rain a year. Well, we got half of that one day. 1 day! Are you fucking serious? It's not even monsoon season yet. 3 days and 3 nights of pouring rain. And the rain, it's a hot rain. Not cold rain. It's acidic. It feels like acid as it hits my skin. Damn you, Zeus. You just had to make the rain sting like holy water.
But anyways, get your popcorn ready. Of course, I'll be uploading this video with Connection Internet. Quite possibly the greatest internet company on the planet. Sign up with Connection Internet today, or I'll send you a link to Blossom's OF. So don't be stupid. Go with the winner, Connection Internet. Enter the promo code Schematic during sign up to get 50% off service. And I get a kickback. It's a win-win. You help me, and in turn I'm helped. I enjoyed it so much here at Taterland. Taterland 1.0. Let me tell you what happened, guys.
Careening down the highway with an idiot at the wheel, a $17,000 money pit leaving his audience asking what's the deal. It's the Magic Fool Bus. 2 people and 5 cats. What could possibly go wrong? It's the Magic Fool Bus. Can you smell the cat excrement? It's the Magic Fool Bus.
First of all, before I even begin this character assassination, the purpose of this video is not to shame anyone. It's not to kick somebody under the curb. I'm not trying to put judgment upon anyone in this video, but at the end of this video, one sacrificial lamb will be laid upon the altar to clear my own name. You guys just don't understand where I'm coming from, what kind of state of mind I'm coming from, what I went through here, what actually happened here that was so bad, so horrific, that I had to walk away from it. As you know, I put a lot of effort into this property. It's 1 acre, the solar system, which I want to repeat one day. So what happened? It started getting really cold, as what happens in high elevations in the desert in the winter, and I wanted to get away from it. Well, maybe I shouldn't own property that I wouldn't want to be around during certain parts of the year. Well, get this. I made a new friend at the Y Bar. We hit it off pretty good because we had so many things in common. We both been in prison. We both rode Harleys. We were practically separated at birth. His name was Danny or something. I didn't know anything about Danny. Didn't know his past. Didn't know much about the guy, but that was enough to let him stay on my property and watch it while I leave thousands of miles away. I told him I just have a couple of rules. Rule number 1, you know, nobody gets to come over. Never, 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 never. Ever. Nobody enters my property. It's just you, no drama. I don't want anyone ever to know this location. Low key. No drama, no people. You want to go hang out with people? Take them off my property. Rule number 2. We don't talk about Nomadic Fanatic Fight Club. And he's like, Eric, you changed my life. This is awesome. And we shook hands. We shook hands. What is more solid than a handshake agreement between two felons? I gave him the keys to all the sheds and the tools. Everything. That was a brilliant idea. He was supposed to be spreading rock and other things. You know, free labor. That never happened. He had access to my sheds because there was a washer and dryer in there. He converted the dryer to propane so he could do his laundry. Guys, it wasn't like I left a total stranger up here in charge of my stuff. I had my cameras that gave my push notifications whenever anything happens. You know, kind of like the disembodied eye of Sauron watching over his minions in Mordor. Well, the shit hit the fan in November, year before last. Blossom and I are at courtside, and then my Apple Watch explodes with notifications. What the fuck is going on? The internet and power is out at Babe the Big Blue Box. I immediately texted Danny. Sorry, can't see his stuff. What's going on? I even tried Facebook Messenger to get a hold of him. I couldn't remember if I still had Facebook since I can't keep my facts straight about it. I didn't think I'd make it to my mom's for Thanksgiving. Then the power came back on, and all of a sudden I'm getting all sorts of clips. And I told Blossom, look what's happening at Taterland. Apache County Sheriff officers, one by one. I counted like 100 of them. The SWAT team descended upon my property. ICE, Homeland Security, Apache helicopters flying overhead. What the fuck did you do, Danny? After 20 minutes or so, Danny, handcuffed, walks by the front, gets loaded into a police car, and then a woman that I have never seen before in my life, is seen handcuffed and brought into a police car. You broke rule number 1, Danny! The bastards drove over my septic system. Then they broke into Babe the Big Blue Box, started taking pictures. You could see them all laughing and making fun of my Mickey Mouse stuff, taking pictures of my YouTube logo. Oh, nobody told me about a search warrant. What do you think was going on in the heads of the police when they read that stupid sign on my gate? Everything was ransacked, and I'm like, Mom, I'm definitely not going to make it for Thanksgiving. And she's like, we'll play it by ear. So Blossom and I do some digging, and Danny has this rap sheet that's like a mile long. Weapon charges, stolen firearms, intimidation, assault, theft, drug possession. How am I not throwing this guy under the curb? Then a friend of his calls me up and says, they'll fix my gate and secure everything. And I'm like, would you please? Now I can go see my mom in Texas. So this whole story started by letting a guy I met at a bar watch my stuff while I was away. Then he winds up getting arrested and all my stuff gets broken into by the cops. So I give my trust to another stranger I talk to on the phone? Does that even make sense to you? But I go to Texas to clear my mind. Then I get a call from Danny. He's out. How is he out with that many charges? I have no idea. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I did everything I wasn't supposed to do. I'll clear out all my stuff by December. And I'm like, yeah, Danny, because I can't even go back now. I have to sell the property. You have tainted the property with your heterosexual sex. Ew! It's a matter of days before trolls get a hold of your arrest and your convictions, and it says where the search warrant was issued at Eric Jacobs' property. Then Danny gets arrested again for breaching the conditions of his arrest. So I go up there myself, and what do I find? Appliances and trash and broken down vehicles scattered all over the place. I started crying. And you know, I'm not the kind of guy that cries a lot. Danny and all his drug-dealing friends were coming from the back because I didn't put up a fence or anything. And they trashed the place. I looked into his fifth wheel and I saw one of my Mickeys. I just started bawling. How could Danny break my trust like that? So anyway, I found a person to buy Taterland. Can you believe it? Why would someone want to buy this piece of shit property? It's beyond me. When it does rain, the water pools around everything. And numerous times, the septic system has been driven over by heavy vehicles. The solar panels are probably shot, and it is linked to a lot of criminal activity. But for some reason, somebody wants to buy this place. I tell them everything about what's going on about it. I was real transparent about that. And they still want to buy it. But they want all the trash vehicles and Danny's crap off the property. You see where this is going, right? I find a sucker to buy this shithole, but it's Danny's responsibility to clear up all this crap. Long story short, he did it. It's kind of weird that the buyer even flew to Arizona to buy Taterland with the stipulation that Danny's stuff be gone. What's so fucking special about this plot of land? Look, I'm not the kind of guy that holds a grudge. I just wanted Danny's shit out of here. Now, he won't talk to me anymore. If Danny was right here, I wouldn't punch him in the cheek. I'd probably still ride bikes with him, but once Taterland was sold, I felt a rush of relief. The hater channels didn't have anything to cause trouble over. Isn't it funny that I really care about the hater channels? I have 242,000 subscribers, but it's only a small fraction of people whose opinions of me I really care about. I'm really excited about doing this all over again at Tater Acres. I learned my lesson. The next person who watches over Tater Acres will be someone I really trust. Bye, guys. Oh, my little Eric Boo hasn't learned anything at all. Here is what his audience had to say about this travesty. When you start with, I met a guy on a Harley at the bar and gave him a free place to stay, what could go wrong? You're a grifter, liar, and unfollowed. Your logic escapes me. You're so concerned about people finding out where you live and damaging your property, but the person who did the damage is the person you met at a bar, showed where you live, and invited him to live at your place for free. I'm perplexed. Cry, baby. Do not pick up men in bars. Line Screw 1 sends his regards. He made a video about you threatening to sue him. If you can't handle a real asshole like Danny, I wouldn't bother with Line Screw 1. I just stopped by because of Line Screw 1's post about you. Don't worry, I won't be back. Did anyone else laughing out loud when Eric said he saw his leg lamp in the window? Two criminals meet and decide to live happily ever after. What could possibly go wrong? There was once a man named Eric who had a problem as big as a derrick. He befriended Danny, who got his tail in the fanny. Now Eric is more than generic. Welcome to the pansy generation. I enjoyed the channel when you were a new RVer in a Class C. Now it sounds like As the World Turns, with all sorts of plot twists and craziness. Bye-bye. Wow! Meet a guy at a bar who rode a Harley? You then give him full access to your property and take off? What could go wrong? This video has a 7% dislike to like ratio. I forgot why I stopped watching your channel years ago. However, I was reminded by this video. Only 242,000 subs? Your channel doesn't appear to be growing, and your whining about your dirty laundry is still not attractive. So where's the footage of the big SWAT incident? You keep footage of everything. A Washington State pothead invited a drug dealer to live on his property. What could go wrong? If you can't trust some biker dude you met at a bar in the middle of nowhere. I find it very interesting that Eric never released the footage of all that police-related chaos. You would think all that drama would be YouTube gold. But once again, just like with Tig and that altercation with that man in Washington, we're supposed to believe the ramblings of Eric Bartholomew Jacobs, the man who records everything but seldomly ever provides unequivocal proof to back up his stories. Have a blessed day, oh dearies. From Nomadic Fanatic's #1 fan. Be sure to like and subscribe.